Hey guys, Zen here bringing you the Smuggler video number 5. I don't think I need to remind you, but I will. This video contains heavy spoilers because it is the continual story of the Smuggler leveling up video. If you haven't watched the other ones, I suggest you do. If you don't want to, then that's fine. But we're going to kick this video off with a quest right away.
Hey, you there. You got a second? Talk politics, talk shop, talk business maybe? I've got business to talk if you're interested in talking. Name's Gizmelgan. I'm with the government here. So what do you say? Interested in doing a little work? For me? For you? For the Republic?
I don't work for free, you know.
There's a fair amount of pay involved. Not a lot, mind you. These are tough times, but this is important and well worth the reward. Here's the situation. I look after one of the outlying villages, and this village is, well, faltering in its love of the Republic. People are restless, see? The separatists bring them stuff, and they start thinking the separatists are right. Then they get uppity, start talking about revolt, start getting violent. It's chaos everywhere.
You need me to shoot some villagers?
Shooting villagers is no way to win their hearts. I figure the best way to win the village over is to beat the separatists at their own game. Lavish the villagers with gifts. Show them we care, too. So I ordered a shipment of supplies. But now I get word the shipment's lost out in Savrip territory. I need someone to go get it.
I guess I could have a look.
Fine. Good. That's all I ask. Have a look. The shipment had a droid escort, I believe, so I'd look for that if I were you. It was last seen on Savrip Island. Savrips, you know, massive, vicious beasts. Eat you for dinner as soon as look at you.
So yeah, this video should have a ton of quests, actually. Some back-to-back, some with breaks in between. This is the video where I get my companion, so I'll be talking a little bit about that. But yeah, expect a lot of quest content coming up here because I'm getting real close to level 10. So I'm going to be kind of powering through this last chunk of 3 levels, or 2 levels really, because of how close I am there.
Please, I'm at the end of my rope. Soldiers beat me, took my belongings, my daughter.
They were criminals, not good soldiers.
Then help me. Don't turn a blind eye, like the rest. Please help. My daughter means everything to me. Help me get my daughter back. Help.
What else do you know?
They were headed toward the fort. Please find my daughter.
I'll see this through, I promise.
Please. Hurry. I want to see my daughter again.
Another quest bites the dust, or picks up the dust, or something. I picked up another quest. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm tired. I'm shotgunning these, or machine gunning these quests, or these videos back to back, so deal with it.
You must be here for my husband. I told Master Vidu he's gone out fishing. Would you like a sweet flat cake instead? It's fresh.
This whole place is crawling with separatists. What's Trimbo doing out fishing?
Catching dinner, I hope. We're making Aqualish medley. If you don't feel like waiting for Trimbo, the walk out to him is lovely. The beach is so relaxing. Trimbo's at his fishing camp. He'll be thrilled to have some company. And now, excuse me, dearie, these Rhodian peppers won't cook themselves.
And if it wasn't clear what I was talking about just before that quest is, I've got so much video content on my computer that I have to get rid of it. I have 1.5 TB on my main hard drive, and I'm recording to that one, and it's still like, I still got a lot of content to do, and I'm running out of space very quickly, so I'm trying to get all the commentary done for the Smuggler video so I can get this all encoded overnight and uploaded. That way I can delete all the source content, which will free up a lot of space on my computer. So if you saw there from that little board, I got a Heroic +2 quest. So that's one of the things they give you. It's kind of like a group quest, right? So if you have a 2+ quest, you should probably have someone with you. You could probably do it solo, but it would require a very skilled player, which that I am not yet. I'm still pretty bad with the Smuggler, and it would also require probably maybe a level or 2 on the guys you're killing, so to give you an idea. But it encourages you to group together while you're questing. And in such a game that encourages you to be solo and be focusing on your story and everything, they also have just the same amount of content that encourages you to group together, like the heroic 2+ content, stuff like that. And I think that's really cool. It actually makes me want to level up with my guild mates, like Holy and all that, rather than just not even being on vent and just leveling my character, which I would normally do, but because of all this other group content and flashpoints and stuff, I actually do kind of want to level with them. So I probably will do just that.
The separatists are spread all over these plains, and they'll shoot at anything standing straight. You got blasters, vibroblades, something to keep you alive long enough to be useful?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
I'm Sergeant Travi Pod, big-time hero. I wasn't even supposed to be assigned to this scrapyard of a planet, but I'm here, and I've got a job to do. Only problem is, I can't do my job when every kid they assign me gets his head shot off and my equipment isn't even waterproofed. Now, we've got separatists planting jamming beacons all over the island, and our supply ships are crashing down on our heads. Good times, right? But I've got a plan. I may not have a team, or weapons, or a commanding officer who knows what he's doing, but I can still get those beacons blown up. You know why? Because I've got access to the discretionary funds, and I'll pay you to do my job. You can fight past the separatists and the mines and the beasts, not me.
Make me an offer, and I'll think about it.
I'll pay you enough credits to do my job, plus something extra. Here's the data on the beacon locations. If you're going to help, sooner's better, but I'll take whatever I can get. And hey, I'm not really trying to get you killed. I want those beacons gone. So watch out, will you?
So that's another one of those 2+ quests. Look at that really ugly monster there. Yeah, so you can see all those quests up in the left corner from where I'm at on the map there. Basically, I would need another person or a companion. If I was on the Bounty Hunter and I had Mako, which is the Bounty Hunter's first companion, spoilers, but you'll see that in my Bounty Hunter video. She's kind of a healer, so it would be much easier to do with her than it would be to, say, do it with the Smuggler one, which is kind of a tank, and I don't have any healing abilities yet, so that would make it pretty difficult to keep him alive. And same kind of goes for the Sith Inquisitor. Their main guy that they get to begin with is Kemval. He's a tank as well, and it makes it difficult if you don't actually have any healing abilities yet to keep them alive in a 2+ heroic quest. Now, just to pretext the companion stuff that is going to be coming up, because this video is mostly going to be about companions and probably the next one as well. If you're skilled enough with using your companion and you're quick enough with them and their abilities and stuff, you could probably do the heroic 2+ content all the way through the rest of the game if you're good enough. I can't confirm that. I haven't actually tried it. I've tried it on 1 or 2, but you could probably do it with a companion if you're good enough. It's best just to invite another person, especially a buddy. I really suggest leveling with a buddy. It'll be much more enjoyable.
Don't stand there. That spot is reserved exclusively for my Gundark friends. You're clearly not a Gundark. Your ears are too small. Listen, do you smell that? There's a pot of Alderaanian stew bubbling. But how could I smell it all the way on Ord Mantell?
I'm betting you're completely insane.
Insane? What? How dare you? Oh, now I'm smelling Bakuran cloudberries. By the stars, those would taste awful in a Alderaanian stew. I do recall a man saying to expect a stranger coming for my chemicals. You seem pretty strange. Was he talking about you?
You've inhaled a lot of chemicals, haven't you?
Did my wife tell you that? She's been dead 20 years now. Don't listen to her. People haven't had much luck getting my chemicals. Know why? Those Ugnaught assassins in the woods attack everyone who visits me.
I'll just kill everyone who tries to stop me.
That hasn't worked out well for the others who took on the Ugnaught assassins, but maybe you'll be the lucky one. What you really need is a precision teleporter, but a former assistant crashed my prototype into the sun. Good luck, my friend. If you should explode, please feel free to come back and tell me all about it. Everyone else has.
By the way, that's not to say that questing isn't enjoyable. As I said in my last video, I really like questing in this game, and it's a ton of fun. And yeah, but having another person there would make it stick a little better. Like, you would be able to discuss the story going on, and I know that's what I was doing with Holy when I leveled with him, and that's what I've done with the other people in the past that I've leveled with. So there you go. So I will be getting my companion here shortly. Now, there is a lot to cover in a video such as this with the companions that I can't necessarily do because it's filled with quests, this video is. So there's a lot of voice acting that I'm just going to cut out for. But to get started on the companion stuff, basically every class gets about 5 companions. Last I heard it was 5. There may be more, there may be less. You used to be able to completely kill off a companion through a series of quests and dialogue, and if they hated you enough, you could just kill them. They got rid of that, mostly because they didn't want you being in end-game content and being like, oh yeah, I totally killed that companion that you guys want me to use, like when I was level 30 because I didn't like him. You know, they didn't want that, so they ended up removing that. So in case you still thought it was in the game, it's not. Your companion can't die. I mean, they can die, but you can res them. You can't permanently get rid of your companions as of right now. And I think that's pretty smart on their part. So the other thing is, your companions, think of them like companions in Mass Effect and like in Dragon Age. They work very similar, very, very similar, in fact, mostly because, you know, it's a good system. But they have their own quests that you can do, their quests and, you know, all the stuff that you're able to do with them get you, not reputation with them, but affection. And that doesn't mean like romantic affection, that's just how much they actually like you as a person. Dialogue in scenes when you have a specific companion with you will gain you affection with them. So say you're playing a character and you're dark side, but your companion likes light side choices, and you keep making the dark side choices, you're going to lose affection with them. They won't ever leave you, but they will despise you. Kind of like the Dragon Age 2 companions, and I think that's a good move on their part. It's a good system to implement, and overall, I really like it. So I'm going to be picking up him here shortly during this little scene here. So I'll let you guys enjoy this one as well.
Easy does it. I've got a storage unit here to stabilize the canister so it doesn't blow. There we go.
I think I'll just stand way over here.
It's completely stable now. I can't wait to let Rogan know the good news. Getting Trimbo's chemicals saved our necks, Captain. Rogan will be too busy selling them to think about the blasters.
The separatists sure seemed interested in getting that canister.
Maybe we should let them have some. They might blow themselves up. I've got good news and great news, Captain. We cracked the separatist computer files and found Skavik.
Vidu, you promised you wouldn't get so excited. It isn't good for your heart.
Sorry, sweetheart, but this is going to be great! Skavik won't even see us coming! Ha!
Does Skavik still have my starship?
Your ship and the blasters. Great, huh? We'll get back everything he stole all at once. Skavik is taking the blasters to the separatist base. Those wackos built their headquarters inside an old volcano. Crazy, huh?
What do you expect from foaming-at-the-mouth murderers? I wish that volcano would blow its top.
Skavik's delivering the blasters to a psycho named Darek at the base. You need to get there first. When Skavik shows up, you can ambush him, grab your ship, and fly back here. Easy, huh?
You're about to see a real live hero in action.
Make that 2 heroes. I'm not sending you alone. Take Corso with you, Captain. The kid knows more about blasters and vibroblades than anybody I've ever met.
I owe Skavik payback for taking Torchy. That was lower than low.
I've never had a sidekick before.
Yeah, me neither.
Then it's a deal. You two head for the separatist base, kill Darek, and ambush Skavik when he shows up. I've got a bottle of Chandrelin brandy to open when you get back.
I'm just looking forward to getting back into space.
I'd wish you two good luck, but I don't want to jinx anything. Just come back in one piece.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of time between this and the next quest to explain this, but the quest rewards I'm getting here are customizations for my companion. So I can control left click them, and That is control left click, not control right click. It'll actually take it if it was control right click. So control left click allows me to see what the companion would look like. So I go to my companion at the bottom of the little model viewer there, and I can see what each of these customizations can look like on my companion. And I know I've talked about this in a previous video. So basically, you get these from doing quests, you get these from doing quests for your companion, you get these later on in the game. I'm sure they'll have them as rewards for doing maybe really hard instances and stuff. Maybe you'll be able to get that kind of stuff. Who knows? I'm sure they'll use it in very clever ways, but it allows you to make your companion look different as opposed to everybody else's. Because you'll notice at first when you get your companion, it'll look just like everybody else's. So everybody will be running around with a guy, just like that, except with a default look. And that's one way of switching it up for them. Plus you can also equip them items that you've picked up on your travels, or items that you don't need anymore, if they can use the ones that you use, and it'll allow them to kind of get stronger as you go up. So you can have your healer companions better, or your tanking companions better, or you can level them all up the same with gear wise, and it's just how it works. And I think it's a really cool system. So it's like a mix of like Mass Effect 1 with Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age 1. It's weird. It's cool though. You'll like it. Trust me.
Let's keep this quick and quiet, shall we? I'm Milo Phipps, Strategic Information Service, former senator, one-time governor of Dantooine. You do confidential work, don't you? You've probably heard about the separatist base up in the volcano. Well, the Republic needs someone to do some work there, confidentially.
I might be able to do something.
Good. Like I said, I represent the Republic here on Ord Mantell, and an item has come up that I think you can help us with. But it will require you to break into the Separatist base and take out their toughest guards.
If I'm gonna take all the risks, pay better be good.
It will be. You think the Republic's stingy? Let me stress that this is a very sensitive matter. The Republic promised protection to a pirate a few months back, a pirate with whom we share common enemies. Recently, those enemies, the Separatists, captured that pirate and are holding him at their base. We need someone to free him.
Why does the Republic want to free a pirate?
I know. Better to lock them up and throw away the key, right? Wrong. This pirate knows enough to end this war, at least on Ord Mantell. This pirate approached us with information on the Separatists and their operations in exchange for protection from the same. His relationship with them went sour, see? But the Separatists got to him before we did. The Republic promised protection. I'm asking you to keep that promise by breaking him out. Can you do it?
I'll handle that.
Good. Thank you. That's what I expect from a true citizen of the Republic. Go speak to my man at the entrance to the fort, Lieutenant Bendick. He'll fill you in on the details.
So something I'm going to cover real quickly in the next couple breaks that I have are crew skills. Crew skills are another thing that your companions get. It's Star Wars version of crafting. So they have things like armor tech, which makes heavy armor, arms tech, which makes like blasters and stuff, artifice, biochem, cyber tech, synth weaving, kind of cloth stuff. Those are all the crafting skills. You can have one crafting skill, and you can have a gathering skill and then a mission skill, or 2 mission skills. You can mix it up. You can have 3 kind of all together. So the crafting skills are armor tech, arms tech, artifice, biochem, cyber tech, and synth weaving. It's your main crafting, just like in any other MMO. You make stuff and all that, but you're not the one actually doing it. It's your companions, and you bring up your crew window. You can select one of those once you've learned them. It'll bring up just a list of recipes for the crafting skills, like in any other MMO, and you can tell your guys to go make them. They'll be back in like 20 seconds with the item, and they'll get a level up in your crafting skills. So that's how the crafting works.
Oh, great. Let me guess. Ethics violation? Bad people doing bad things and it made you sad? Every day the same scrag, day in, day out. Why me?
I need to talk to you about the minefield gambling.
You mean the minefield run, don't you? With those wretched refugees. That minefield game has been shut down for months. I made sure of that personally.
You're completely sure now?
Look, I'm sure. I'd even go and check it out for you, except there are reports of dangerous explosions in the area. Oh. Blast it. I'll take care of this, don't you worry. Here, there's a standing reward of credits for squealers. I mean information gatherers.
That's charity for you.
I know it's a blasted shame when a squealer can't make a living doing what he does best.
So, the crafting skills work in that manner, but the gathering skills work different. The gathering skills are missions that you can send your guy on. The gathering skills are archaeology, bioanalysis, scavenging, and slicing. And you can send your companions off, you can send 2 at a time, I think, off to go do these missions, and they'll bring back materials for you. Or while you're questing, you can have them pick up stuff as you're running by it. And they'll pick up all your required materials for your crafting skills. So they go out on a mission for 3 or 4 minutes, they come back with a ton of stuff, and you're able to have them go make some stuff. So you can level up, do your quests at the same time, and have them going and doing your crafting. Really cool.
Come on, get in here on the double. We don't have all day.
I already told you. I don't know anything. I swear.
Sure, that's what you said last time we talked. But now I'm thinking maybe you just didn't have enough incentive to tell the truth.
Hey, what are you doing here? You're not allowed in here. This is a top-secret operation.
Top secret, huh? Illegal, more like.
You should talk, scum, considering the sort of things your kind does. We serve the Republic.
He's lying. They've kidnapped us. They're torturing us.
Shut up!
Ugh. Please, you have to stop them. They're torturing us.
I said shut up! She's a traitor to the Republic. She deserves what she gets. But the courts are full, you see, and so justice needs a little help. If that means Republic soldiers have to twist a few arms, so be it.
You're sure about that?
These wretches have been caught, every last one of them, doing work for the separatists. They are traitors, and more importantly, they have information on separatist movements. All we're doing is coaxing it out of them. Information that will save so many Republic and Mantelian lives. Who'll care how we got it?
The Republic has more respect for its enemies than that.
Look, we don't like having to do this, but what are our choices? Listen, you take this ring back to this girl's daddy and tell him it's all you could find of his little girl. The ring's got a listening device in it. We'll be able to gather all the evidence we need without resorting to these unsavory means. Got it?
This charade of justice ends now.
Whoa, take it easy. The last thing we need in here is a shootout, all right? What the little traitor's so bad, fine, take her. The only people you're helping are the separatists.
Thank you. Thank you for freeing me. It was terrible.
Are you really with the separatists?
No, we went to a couple of protests, attended a few meetings, but we never did anything. We certainly don't know anything.
Yeah, sure.
It's the truth. We had no idea speaking our minds would get us marked as traitors.
Doesn't get much worse than that.
I'm glad you see things my way. But thank you. I'd be dead without you.
Now, the last part, I'm sorry, I'm skipping over what actually is going on in the video. The last part of the crafting is the mission skills, and mission skills are diplomacy, investigation, treasure hunting, and underworld trading. It's kind of your way of making money. It's like the fishing or the cooking of the Star Wars universe. I mean, you send, just like in the gathering skills, you send your companion off to go do a quest, and they'll be gone for a few minutes, and as you level that up, it'll be gone longer and longer, so you can like run to the bathroom if you have to, go make lunch, and come back, and they'll have it done. So the mission skills are kind of your way to make money on the side. You can get some really good items from it. You can also, just get more missions and stuff from that, and it's a really cool way of how that works. So you can have a crafting skill, a mission skill, and a gathering skill. You can have 3 total, so it's pretty cool.
Freelancer, I hear you've been mucking up the Separatist plans. Don't know what your investment in this war is, but we need all the help we can get. This Separatist business on Ord Mantell has gone on long enough, don't you think?
They can't hold out much longer.
We've been saying that for a while now. Let's make it come true. My boys could use some support out at the Sep stronghold, trying to secure the landing area so we can bring more troops in. But resistance is heavy and they're taking a beating. You're not under my command, but I'd appreciate if you report to Sergeant Vandal and lend a hand.
What's the upside for me?
Republic doesn't ask a civilian to put himself in danger without reward. Help us, and you'll be compensated. Like I said, Sergeant Vandal's running the mission. I'll let the beach camp know you're coming.
And to clarify, you can't have 3 of each. You can only have 1 crafting. I think you can have 2 gathering, and you could have 3 mission skills total. But you only are filling 3 slots, so you have to pick and choose exactly what you want. And different classes have different companions that get different bonuses for those different skills. So you gotta choose wisely as you're leveling up.
Oh, great. So that blasted bureaucrat Milo finally found someone naive enough to want to free that damn pirate Vimset.
He said you'd give me the details.
Yeah, that's my job. Doesn't mean I like it. And it doesn't mean I won't try to persuade you otherwise. Vimset is filth. Bloodthirsty, ruthless filth. And he's a war criminal. His ships have been screwing up Republic supply routes for years. Countless people have died because of him. He took out my brother's battlecruiser. Killed thousands more. The Republic should be planting his head on a stake, not offering him protection.
If he can help us crush the separatists, he's worth sparing.
You want to crush the separatists? Don't let no-count criminals get away with running guns for them and shooting down Republic ships. The Republic knows this is a difficult mission. They won't be surprised if there's a little slip, little accident. And since, I'm in charge of payroll here, I could throw in a nice, healthy sum to sweeten the deal if you, say, accidentally killed this pirate. So you're gonna kill him or what?
This galaxy could use one less pirate.
You're damn right. And the Republic could use one less enemy. The pirate's being kept in the holding cell in the Separatists' base. You'll have to figure out the rest. I get the feeling you'll know what to do when you get there. Good luck.
Now, that was a look at the mission skills and the crafting skills, crew skills is what it's called. I'll go over those more in detail in a future video, hopefully when I'm finally able to log on to my high-level Bounty Hunter, which is still having issues. I'll look over those. I will give you guys an in-depth thing. You see, in every game I've played that's an MMO, I'm a crafter. I love doing crafting skills. I love leveling it up and being like the best one on the server, with the patterns other people don't have. So that's kind of my thing. And as that guy, I really like the way that they've done their crafting. It works really well, and it's very familiar if you've ever done any crafting in any game. If you don't like crafting, it's really easy to do as well, because you don't have to invest so much time into it, because your companions go off and do it for you while you're doing other things. You tell them what to do and what you want from them to do. Like, do you want them to gather specific metals, or do you want them to gather components, for making stuff? And that'll be little missions they could do. But you could do all of that. You can have 2 of them going out and doing it all while you're questing. So you don't have to take away from your questing experience to do crafting. It's not a side thing. It's an addition to. And you guys probably will like it if you don't like crafting. It's really good.
Thank you. Thank you. You saved my daughter. Everyone, this is the good person who saved my daughter. She called to tell me what you've done and how grateful she is. I can't thank you enough.
You don't happen to have any kind of reward for me, do you?
Yes. Now that my daughter's coming back to me, thank you so much.
Okay, now, because this video is all about companions, another thing your companion can do, and like I said, I'll go over this all in a future video as well, but just for the people who won't watch that one, your companion also has different quests for you. You start getting those quests when you get your ship. You get your ship at like level 15-ish. It's when you start completing your main quest. And when you get your ship, you can go onto your ship and walk around, and you can walk up to one of your companions and talk to them, and you can gain quests from them, and that will gain you a lot of affection. It will change the way the companion thinks of you, whether you do the quests and help them, or maybe, I don't have confirmation on this just, but I'm assuming, because it works just the way the other ones do, I'm assuming, like, if you guys played Dragon Age with Alistair, how you had, like, the hardening quest where you would do a quest and basically you would tell him to suck it up and be a man at the end of the quest, and from then on he wouldn't mind if you made mean decisions. And I have a feeling they have some of that kind of stuff in. I can't confirm it, but that's a hunch from what I've seen so far. It seems like it would be a logical choice for them. And in my opinion, it works really well. And it's very Mass Effect 2 as well. I know I keep comparing it to that game, but it's pretty much the same system.
Captain Zuss sends you? Huh. I was expecting someone a little more official. Hope that blaster's not just for show. We got the Sep stronghold in our sights. Orders are to secure a landing pad and establish a secondary insertion point for the assault. I need you to shut down the security fields around the landing pad, and then disable the defense guns so our troop shuttles can land. Can you handle it?
A few security systems, a few guns. What's there to handle?
I got an uneasy feeling. The separatists shouldn't have been able to hold out this long. I'll radio the shuttle so they're ready to move in the second you get the landing pad clear. Report back to the captain when you're done.
So, also in a future video, I'll cover whether or not your companions can actually be used in a situation for instances. And I'll briefly mention that right now. If you're good enough with your companions, say you're really good at clicking your heals on your companion, and you have a healing companion, you could probably use them for a low-level dungeon. It could fill the place of a person. They're not awesome, they're not amazing, but they can do the job. So if you're having a hard time finding a fourth person, then you can bring in a companion, and it can do the job. Or if you're out leveling the dungeon, you can bring in a companion as well to help you out if you only have 3 people. So I think that's, or if you have 2 people plus your companion plus you, so that would be 4 people, which is, their group sizes are 4, 8, and 16. So there you go. So that's kind of an overview, a really quick overview of the companions and how they actually work. We'll try to go more in detail about that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. We'll help you out in any way possible, because the companions are a core part of the game, and you may not get them until level 8, but they stick with you for the rest of the game, and they really change the game. One thing I'll continue to mention in future videos is the fact that BioWare introduces you these learning curves one at a time. It's a huge learning curve, but they introduce it to you in a manner that isn't so big of a wall, and I really like that. So, new things to learn, but you guys will get the hang of it. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.